My name is Chelsea Oyen. I am now a soon-to-be graduate of the Masters of Educational Technology program here at UBC. I come from Phoenix, Arizona. This is actually the first time I've stepped on campus. Did the entire program online, started about 3.5 years ago, and came here today to receive my diploma.
Chelsea Oyen.
I needed to know that by working in administration or on the faculty side, I would have the ability to apply my education. The MET program really had that ability to translate something from the real world into the classroom and then back out into the real world so easily. While I was taking my program, it was so nice to be able to talk to faculty members who were out and lecturing and actually working in what I call the real world, as well as bringing it back into academia. My background really was more in that synchronous technology, and so to move into the online medium meant that I also was able to take what I was doing on a daily basis at work, the need to use email, chat, discussion boards, and really move that into an academic medium and be able to share information. And the amount of times I was able to take an article or research that we had been talking about in one of our classes and give it to, for instance, the president of my university and say, hey, you may want to take a look at this. This is something that's new and upcoming. It doesn't matter what program you're in, this is the ability to take something from the classroom and immediately apply it somewhere. And then if it doesn't work, bring it back to the classroom and say, okay, we need to rethink this a little bit and how you would actually use this outside of the classroom and apply it in the real world. You build all different types of online web spaces, and you had all these portals where you were holding information. By the time I got to my last course, I was using things from 3 courses ago, linking them in to my web pages and saying, okay, we've already built this. I've already built these knowledge maps, and I've built all of these different things. We don't need to rebuild it. We're just going to link out. Just knowing that you're in this community of practice. And that was so nice that you had these people that were out using all of these resources on a daily basis and bringing them into the program, and you were able to weave them in both on an educational side and on a practical side. I was taking things out of the classroom and applying them so quickly that it was that ability to also quickly change directions. And I think a lot of people that are in distance learning, and especially anything in the educational technology area, realizing that what you're working on today could very well change tomorrow. It's the VHS to beta to DVD, and then all of a sudden everything's going to Blu-ray. Okay, so where does that take things? And I think you start to see that in education as well. I would absolutely recommend the program, and I think the biggest thing about it is it's really for somebody who sees that there's a bigger need in educational technology than just in the classroom. Those that see that there's an ability to deliver an education no matter where you are. By providing education to people where they are, they can then apply it on a daily basis. I focused on basically southern Arizona as well as into Mexico when I worked on the Indigenous Studies project. And one of the things that I saw were a lot of the Mexican farmers were looking to provide new resources for their agriculture. And they actually had small internet cafes set up that were set up to teach best practices in farming. We need to be able to take best practices, realize that water isn't as abundant as it used to be. How can we recycle? How can we make sure that we're making this a sustainable environment? And that was one of the ways that they were applying this internet technology of, go in, learn a 5-minute segment about new ways people are recycling water to provide water for their farms. So many of the people I studied with were lifelong learners. Because technology is changing so fast, you can't afford to sit on your laurels. You can't sit and wait for the next big thing to come to you, because it's going to be out there and you've got to go get it.